Hi, my name is Shayna. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, providing feedback, and sharing your comments and feedback for engagement purposes. I do not take that for granted. I do appreciate your time with me. And here on my channel, we talk about business, life, everything in between. And I help service-based professionals just like yourself start and or scale their business without a large team and or burnout, and where they're able to actually see profit in their business and they're actually able to be paid, positioned properly so that they are able to profit leveraging their expertise. And so if you're back to today, we're going to talk about marketing. Okay. Just simple marketing strategies that you should think about and how you can use marketing to leverage and get more clients within your business. When I first got started with my consulting services and my consulting business, I did not recognize the importance of consistent marketing. Why? Because in the beginning, I transitioned from a corporate setting where in corporate, you don't have to worry about fishing. And so when I think about marketing, I think about it and consider it as being like fishing. It's a skill. It takes tools. It takes consistency to grow and to learn how to do that effectively. And then for you to actually get fish, meaning to get results, to get clients running and or walking and crawling, depending on your sales cycle, to give you money to provide a service or for them to buy a product from you. And so today I want to share that. If you haven't done so already, go back a few episodes on my channel and I talk a lot about market research, the importance of market research, how you can leverage market research to grow your company as well. And so today we're going to talk a little bit about a few marketing strategies, and hopefully you're able to implement this. And so when we think about just strategic, simple marketing strategies, we want to think about it from a standpoint of what is that, right? And so this is a specific action that a company takes to promote their products and or services to their ideal and or target audience. It's very simple. It's a specific action. And so I was in the beginning, I was messed up right there, right? And so in order to scale and or grow, you have to think about this is a consistent action that has to take place regardless. One of the things that I see a lot of my clients that are providing a service, they run into a wall or barrier, is that once they get a client or a few clients and they get a few contracts under their belt, the marketing process gets a little bit challenging for them for a number of reasons. So hear me out. One of them is they have worked and fished so hard and consistent that they've now been able to gather those fish, and it's now time to bring the fish in to clean the fish, season the fish, and then cook the fish. And so because there's several different steps and you may be wearing all of these hats in the beginning, it's important when you're thinking about scaling and leveraging your company that this is a consistent action that still has to take place in spite of and regardless of how many fish you've taken in, because a number of reasons. One is we have to make sure that we're building a pipeline. You may have consistent customers and clients, you may have consistent contracts, but what if one of those contracts close, right? A lot of us work from a place of longer term contracts. You may be working with clients for 6 weeks, you may be working with clients for 6 months, 6 years. It may vary. We have different stances on that, where we understand that if we have longer contracts, we don't have to worry about constantly filling up that pipeline or getting new clients, because we can continuously feed and engage and nurture those clients that we already have. But the downfall or the con of that is if we lose one contract, that then takes a hit. Our revenue takes a hit. Okay, so I can remember going from having multiple contracts at one time, and then one of my clients child got sick, and so because of that, it caused unexpected finances or changes or challenges within their family, within their home. And although the client had signed a contract and we have a legal binding contract to deliver services, things happen. So where the payments were consistent, they became sometimes inconsistent or delayed. Well, my bills, I still have things that need to be paid and or taken care of within my business as a business owner. There's still things that people have to pay. There's still systems that has to be paid for. And so if you have a pipeline where you're able to consistently filter in prospects or potential clients, this allows you to have a go-to base where you can continuously feed them, nurture them, but then also call them in and or sign them up for services that they have already raised their hand to say, I need this. But maybe at the time, they did not have, you may not have had the capacity to do so. Okay. So that's a con. Maybe you have a contract, you are, that customer client is consistent for a duration of time and something happens. So maybe they fall off. There's also clients that sign up for, sometimes you may not offer in your company, but some companies offer payment plans. And so this is meaning that you're rendering a service based on a promise to pay. And sometimes if that client does not pay you, or if that money does not come into your bank within a certain amount of time, that can cause discrepancy within your company, right? These are internal systems that sometimes we don't hear people talk a lot about online. We see a lot of the reels and the highlights, but this is behind the scenes, the back office of reality. And so I want you to be prepared for that, right? And if you have been going through that, we work through and create a system, and it's a backing system, a supporting system that not only supports and backs your customers and clients, but also you and your revenue and your goals monthly. And so these are things that you would hire like a consultant like myself. And if you're interested and you need support, go ahead and take a look at the links below. I would love to connect with you. Right now, we're offering like an impact hour where you get to ask all of your questions. Provide you feedback. You get a recording of that. You get a report also of that call. You're able to get all of your questions answered. It's a 60-minute call, but most of the times it runs over that, and that's okay. I'm really just there to serve you and to see how we can maximize and optimize what you have going on within your business. And so I have CEOs that have signed up for that impact hour just as a audit, to audit their business structure, their offerings, their systems that's in place. And then some of them have needed additional help where they've actually signed up for other services that I offer. So if this is something that you may need support with, just creating a backing system and making sure you have things to protect you and the client, and then your revenue consistency is important. So back to the marketing. Okay. And so that's a con. Another con is marketing is a skill. And so it's just like if you are riding a bike, and if you stop riding that bike, you're going to get a little rusty. And so now you have disappeared. You're not being consistent with your marketing. You're not nurturing potential clients or customers, but then you are getting ready to, let's say, launch a service, or you're getting ready for a new year. Maybe your contracts that you have on file, that client may not have said that they want to actually sign up for an additional service. They want to end their contract. So then now you want that pipeline filled, because that's a revenue mark that you have been counting on. You now have to kind of like start from scratch. So the idea is to continuously build and generate leads in your business. Okay. And so you need to have a actionable plan that's a repeatable system and a process that is actionable, steps that you can take, but then also it's to the point where it's a system that you yourself may not have to orchestrate it all the time, but you can now delegate this to someone else, whether it's a contractor, a person that's outsourced, or a company. You have the blueprint for them that they can now pass on and or execute for in your place. And this is going to continuously market your service or product to your ideal customer or target audience. And you're going to be able to create a pipeline, okay, where you're able to nurture these potential customers and clients, and that you're saying, hey, I'm still working. So whenever you need help, whenever you decide to invest in my service, I'm available for you. Okay. And so lead generation is going to help with that, because it's constantly saying, hey, my doors are open. My doors are open. We never walk past Walgreens, and although they're hitting their revenue goals and or not for that particular day, they have a close sign. Every day their sign is open. Every day you walk up to those doors and the doors swing open. And that's just like with your online service-based business. Every day your potential customer or client need to understand, hey, we are open, we are available, and we're here to serve you. So keep that in mind. And we can talk a lot about, sales promotions and guest speaking and, just advertising and ads and all of that, because these are still, strategic tactics that you can implement when it comes to marketing and promoting your business. But though, in the bottom line is, whatever system you decide to take, the idea is to continuously show up, to continuously let the customers and clients know that your doors are open for service. And so that was something that is important for you to think about when you're creating your business. You want to make sure that your service-based business, your practice and or firm, your customers and clients know that you are open and available for service. And this is also for referrals. When you've made collaborations or connections with other professionals, now you may not have offered the same service, but sometimes this has happened to me, where other consultants have referred their clients to me because they may not either have the capacity to serve them, or they were not an expert in operations and or systems. And so they're like, hey, I know someone who does this. I'm more on the financial side, but this person is more on the operational side. So I would actually refer you to them because they would be a better fit. When you have someone that is making these referrals, you want to be available, because it takes away the integrity of your company, right? And it will make individuals who you've collaborated and worked so hard to build these relationships with not refer you. And so making sure that you are continuously marketing a service and a product allows people to say, hey, she or he is trustworthy. Even further, the company is trustworthy. The promise is trustworthy. They are available. They're always answering questions. They're always available. They're responsive. Their customer service is like top tier. And so it makes it a little bit easier for people to spend money with you because they trust you. And so I hope that this was able to help you. I hope that you're able to go back to the drawing board and no longer say, hey, I just want to sell, I want 10 clients to sign up for my service, but you actually have a repeatable process in place that is going to consistently bring in leads to your company, whether they're able to sign up for a program, a free service, a free template, a digital product, and or a consultation, something that just says, hey, I am still available for you. I'm here to service you. And even further, if you're not open to actually rendering or providing a service, you can automate a nurturing sequence or process for these customers and clients that want to spend money with you. Sometimes customers and clients, they sign up for things on impulse. So it may be 2-3 o'clock in the morning and, someone may say, oh, I need my hair done. I need to look for someone that's available or have openings. You want to be able to have those systems in place to get those clients, even when you're off or even when you're not available. And so I want to help you with that. If this sounds like something that you can benefit from, I would love to be able to support you and your company. Like I said, check out the links below and please subscribe, share, and or do all three to my videos so that they can continue to show up and I can continue to serve you. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Talk to you later. Bye.